Solo.
And hello, welcome to solo playthroughs. Let me check a couple of settings here. I do apologize for anyone who was expecting this at 11 a.m. I went to go live and realized I never actually scheduled it. So I needed to write a quick description and get this going at 11:30. So a little bit late. So, but here we are. It is a Friday. I don't have a migraine headache this Friday, so that's a step in the right direction compared to last week. Let's shift this around a little bit. There we go. And I'm excited about this. So look, this is very spoilerific, so if you do not want to see anything about Frosthaven, this is not the video for you. I have no idea how much of an audience to expect for this, but I'm hoping there's a few people who have maybe already played this or just interested in the solo scenarios, want to know what it's about, want to know how they're played. And here we are. I don't know how many of these I'm going to do. I am playing through Frosthaven with 3 friends right now. We've had 1 retirement, everyone else is kind of on the cusp of their first retirement. We are about 20 scenarios in, and I really like it. I think it is an excellent upgrade on the system. I think the in-between the scenario stuff is super interesting. I think there's the more discernible storyline paths is very much appreciated as opposed to Gloomhaven. It's like, what's going on? Like, why are we doing this? I think the variety of scenarios is excellent. I think, look, I mean, Gloomhaven was obviously great in its own right. It got very repetitive for me, and I was like, I liked it, I enjoyed it, I got used to it. It really grew on me, and we had a blast as a group playing through the whole thing. I like Jaws of the Lion more, and I think Frosthaven is just, again, the pinnacle of the experience. Although there's Gloomhaven 2nd Edition now, which somebody's going to buy who's not me. I have no interest in playing that entire campaign. Again, not with all the Frosthaven. We have Urel. Well, that came as a surprise. Sadly, I can't stay tuned in. I can't stay tuned, so I'll see the recording. Good luck. Thank you. The sound is good, by the way. Excellent. Thank you, Urel. Have an amazing weekend. It is crazy that another week is in the books. And I know I've been all over the place the last couple weeks, everyone. Just bear with me. There's a lot of personal shit, stuff. I don't know. Did I just censor myself? Whatever. Stuff going on for me right now. Nothing bad. Just a lot of crazy things. So I know I'm a little bit like, but this is what centers me. This is what brings me to my happy place. So yeah, let's just get into this. I will kind of do a little bit of story time with Greg and just kind of get people acclimated to what is going on. So I am the Boneshaper. I am a story time with Greg. Let's do it. The Aethers. It's Aesther. So Aethers, I think, were once human, but a tragedy long ago caused them to lose their physical form, scattering it across the infinite planes. Those who willed their psyche back together found a world they no longer recognized, and so they left, traveling the planes in search of knowledge and hidden insights. Occasionally they return, driven by varied purposes and employing bewildering methods. Aethers draw energy from the planes, and the planes are full of useful and terrible things. Boneshapers are able to tap into the wells of life found in other planes and infuse them into living things on this one, or at least things that were once living. Invariably, some of the Boneshapers' own life force is transferred with it, and many go mad through the constant push and pull of life and death. Very few are capable of taming the wild energy and shaping it to their will. Complexity 4 out of 5. Elemental affinities is earth and dark. And then it has a bunch of things, and that's it. So I'm up to level 6. At a level 6 Aether, or Boneshaper, I have 11 health to start. My health meter will be up there. And I am going to be playing this at a level 4 because we as a group, we do the average of the characters plus 1 divided by the number of characters, divided by 2. So like the sum of the average of the characters plus 1, we add the 1 for like edge cases, which is exactly like this. So this is basically my sum of my characters is 6. because that's level 6. I added 1, 7, divide by 2, which is 3.5, and then round up. So I'm going to be playing this at a level 4. So I'm going to be right on the cusp. I just became a level 6. So we'll see how this goes for me. So when I get to a leveled up card, so I have a level 2 card, a level 3 card, a level 4 card, a level 5 card, and a level 6 card. And you can see I have some items over here. We'll get through my build out a little bit. So I have the Amulet of Life, the Warden's Robes, the Crude Spear, Dancing Slippers, a Power Potion, an Explosive Vial, and a Renewing Potion. I could have 3 items because I am a level 6. You'll notice that we just play on the board. We just usually set up our scenarios right on top of the board. It just makes transitioning from scenario to the in-between scenario thing easy. So that's why it looks like that. I know on camera it looks a little bit busy, but just kind of, we had the setup from last night, so I just kind of kept it with what was going on there. And I do have all the characters set up for rooms that are not open yet. So again, anything in these rooms is not active. The only thing that's active is up here. I'll be using the standee version of the Boneshaper as opposed to the mini because it's just better for the camera for obvious reasons. So that is that. These are doors. They're just snow doors. So at some point we're going to go and get our shovel out and dig through that door. And I think they all open up at once. It's a little unclear, like why the door is gray. I usually let Brian handle the door crap. So, but yeah. So there's basically on here you'll see our little map. And then there's like the one green door. So I assume once you open up one, you open up all of them. I think is how that rule works. And we'll go from there. So the side scenarios are just basically, these are like individual quests. Again, for those who don't know the meta story, Frosthaven is like an alcove to the north. Alcove? Enclave? Enclave. One of those words, to the north of where Gloomhaven was. We have journeyed up there as mercenaries to help them build. There's a lot of people, a lot of creatures and monstrosities in the neighborhood that are making life in Frosthaven very hard. The elements are brutal. We were there for 10 weeks of summer, and now we are getting to our winter. And now it's like, you know what? I'm going to say, hey guys, I have something personal that I need to go take care of. And I just headed off and I'm going to go do this solo scenario. Every single one of the character classes in Frosthaven does have a designated solo scenario. You are not supposed to do road events or outpost events or anything, so any of the normal, wrappings of a scenario, you don't do any of that stuff. There are other little things which I won't even get into so you don't do any of that stuff. You just basically say, look, I woke up one day, I left, I'm doing this scenario, and then I'll head back to Frosthaven for nightfall. So, or, maybe it is that. Maybe I left at night. That's probably more my speed. So I left at night to go do this, and I'll come back. I'll be there in the morning. They won't ever know, and it'll all be good. So let's make this happen. I'm going to shuffle up the imp deck. So we have our snow imps. The snow imps are flying. That's what that means. They have unless they have this on it, they are just regular. So these two in this room up there are normal. They have a movement of 2. They attack 2. They also in their attacks will provide brittle, and brittle means the next time you suffer damage, you have to suffer twice the damage, and then you get rid of the brittle. The elites have double the health, and they hit a little harder, and they can move a little bit faster, so we'll have to deal with them soon enough. We have the earth demons. We'll go through their stats when they become part of the board, and then we have the living bones, although there was only one, and he is a boss like thing, so he has some special rules. We'll get to him when we get there. They are the monster modifier deck. Make sure there's 20 cards in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Cool. You'll see this card here. I have one of the perks I got. I have all my perks. I did really, really well in battle goals. So I have not all. I have 6 perks from battle goals. I have 5 perks from leveling up. So I have a lot of perks done. The next one I'm working on now is pretty cool. I probably should have done it sooner, but I did not. But my modifier deck is pretty cool. So one of the perks I have is the Reclaimed Essence. Immediately before each of your rests, you may kill one of your summons to perform Bless Self. Bless Self. I can speak, I promise. So that will be good. The terrain that you'll see here, these are difficult terrain, so it's 2 movement to step on them. These 2 things over here and the tree here are obstacles. So again, they don't block line of sight, but you cannot walk through them at all unless you are flying, like the black imps are. I'm going to shuffle my modifier deck. My modifier deck, there's like 22 cards in it. One of the things I like about Frosthaven is that I feel like so many character classes in Gloomhaven had you just extreme deck thinning as far as their modifier deck. Same with Jaws of the Lion. The decks here tend to stay pretty fat. It makes some really interesting gameplay for sure. Brian Schultz, this is one of the many still on my shelf of opportunity, waiting to be played. Done a lot with the digital version of Gloomhaven on Steam, though. Yeah, I've heard the digital version of Gloomhaven is most excellent. But yeah, like Frosthaven's pretty awesome, dude. I'm just not a digital game player. No one, the idea Greg needs more access to board games is like something that no one ever says. So, and I just know my personality. It's best for me to stay away and just play the hard copy of stuff. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. Cool. Cool. I'm flipping cards. Dude, you think that I would be getting better at shuffling cards over time instead of just worse. I think I just try to rush through it. I just end up throwing cards everywhere. All right, so my modifier deck, we have these little tokens, which are amazing. They started including those with Jaws of the Lion. It really helps keep track of the rounds. Now look, in round 1, I'm going to pick 2 cards. I'm going to pick 26, which is a pretty aggressive play, but I'm coming out swinging, folks, and you'll see what I mean as we go. So I have a card 26, Malicious Conversion, and card number 81, Return Servant. I'm going to say that this is indeed my initiative number 26. There are only imps in that room. We will pull this over for an imp. It is 43, Dark Charm. Oh, they're trying to curse me. Those jerks, and I do not like that one bit. Oh, really? All right. I think I can stay out of their range, which would be pretty awesome, because yeah, I really don't want to get cursed. So, Living Bones is there. Great. So I am first, and let's see if my plan works out. So I am playing card number 81, Return Servant. I am going to move 4, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put this right here. Now again, when you play a card, it immediately goes into your discard pile, which is going to be important, as you'll see. Now I am playing Malicious Conversion. I don't even think I have a -1 on my deck. I think I have gotten rid of all of them. Maybe there's one. I don't know. But realistically, I'm almost guaranteed to murder this dude, and I'm just going to go for it. So I'm doing an attack 4. So let me pull it off. Modifier deck +1. Attack 5. Great. Attack 5 is enough to kill the Snow Imp, who has 4 health. They're super dead. Now this is a lost card, and you'll see why in a second. So we got our little loot token there. If this attack kills the target, which it does, immediately play a card from my discard pile to perform the summon action of the card. So I'm going to play Return Servant, and I have played that summoning action. Now this is now lost. Reducing any damage you suffer by 2. So normally when I pull out one of these skeletons, I have to suffer 2 damage, and that is mandatory. But except this time I can ignore that. I'm going to get an XP because I played Malicious Conversion. I'm getting an XP because I played the Return Servant, and now this guy is just in play. So I'm going to get one of my skeletons, and that is going to be skeleton number 1, and I can summon him to an empty space next to me. Most excellent. And now he's just in play, and he will have again initiative right before me. But it's super good to get him out. I wanted to get him out quick, and also we're going to infuse earth, and we're going to infuse some dark. Yes, we are. So that was again a pretty aggressive play, losing that card on the first turn, but we killed one of the imps, and I like where this is going at this point. So that is both my top line action, and my bottom line action was the move. Top line action was Malicious Conversion, and now we're going to go to the Snow Imp's turn. The Snow Imp is going to move 2. It's going to target the Return Servant, because again their initiative is just before mine. So it moves 1, 2. Their range is 3. They cannot reach for an attack, and that is the end of their turn. Oh, I should have done story time with Greg for the scenario. That is something I forgot to do. Let's do this. Bones in the dirt. Scenario goes. The scenario is complete when the hollow scholar is dead. At the end of that round, read the conclusion. Introduction. Celestial harmonies. Planetary motions in the infinite planes. For years, you've hunted down rumors of an ancient scholar whose studies coincide with your own, one whose records were lost when such otherworldly obsessions rendered the scholar mad. Lost to all but you. Finally, wandering a plane of the dead, you hear whispers of a crypt which only manifests under the black clarity of the new moon. That must be it, the last resting place of the scholar. You teleport yourself to the valley outside the crypt where the scholar and his codex rest. Under the moonless sky, you're unsurprised to discover he has acquired some restless roommates, imps, and demons. Dun dun dun. Section links. When door 1 is open, we have to read the next section. Most excellent. Ryan, been watching your videos and really love your Too Many Bones and Classfire playthroughs. Will you be streaming Hopomakis Victorium anytime soon? Hopefully. Hopefully, dude. I'm in a bit of a logjam with with games, and unfortunately, just with like commitments and review copies, and just kind of how I'm prioritizing time, Hopomagas has gotten bumped back quite a bit. I really do want to explore it, but when I open up that box, I want to know that I can invest the time to really learn it. So unfortunately, I think we're going to be a little bit away from Hopomagas. So we'll see. I've been asked about it a lot. I do want to get it on the channel. I think I need to clear some things out. So hopefully in the fall, I think might be somewhat realistic that I can start exploring some Hoplo. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I think I'm gonna like it. I think if it was like more one-off instead of these like really long-ass campaigns, I would have probably done it already. But I just know like going in, the time commitment is going to be pretty intense, and that is scaring me away at this point. Again, as I said, I guess like we're doing a major construction project in my house, and there's like a lot of stuff. Like my time for games is being really stretched right now. And then I took on ATO, which AI Trespass Odyssey, which I know for us, some people are very happy about that. Some people are not, but that's definitely much been cogging a lot of my time to really explore a new game. So, oh, I digress. All right, that is done. Yeah, cool. All right, excellent. So that's the end of the first round. We do have to reshuffle the imps. They do consume. I don't. I think they only consume if they were doing their attack. Since they didn't do any part of the attack, I don't. That's not mandatory, right? Since they didn't do any part of the attack, I'm pretty sure they don't actually consume there. But I could be wrong. Someone could tell me in the chat if they know any better. Now, oh, I should have set the. Is there a loot deck? Is there a loot deck? That's a good question. I don't even know if there's a loot deck. 7 bones in the dirt. Loot is just 15 gold. Really? Yep, 15 gold. So if I get loot tokens, I'll just pull gold at the end. Like gold is kind of not that helpful in Frosthaven just yet in where we are in the campaign, so I'm not that worried about it. But if it's just gold, I can deal with that off camera and get the gold I need. Ryan, makes sense. My first Too Many Bones copy arrest today, and your videos have helped me prepare. Awesome. Yeah, Too Many Bones is a super fun game to explore. Again, unmitigated swinginess can be super frustrating with that game at times. And I know it doesn't get, as I've said a lot, it doesn't always have the most balanced feel from game to game. But when that game comes together, Wolf, it's super fun, it's super zany, and definitely a big fan. So, all right, let's kill an imp, shall we? Alrighty then. I have some crazy cards that make me happy. All right, grant one of my summons attack +1. Move +1, attack +1. Move, damn it. He's not gonna get there. Attack +3. Yeah, I do want to summon something else. 83, 85. That brittle is super annoying. I guess I could take one attack. The cursing would be really bad, though. I'm gonna need to summon a bit more of an army here too, but killing I mean, a lot of these skeleton dudes are cannon fodder, and the summoning system and the summon strategies in Gloomhaven were garbage, and like the tokens were garbage. Like this is so much better in Frosthaven, and it's like a really viable strategy. It doesn't feel too strong. There is like a little bit delicate dance to it. So when you're putting out at any point, I could take any of my summons that have the symbol, but the infinity symbol and the arrow that doesn't have the lost symbol. I could just take it and put it over here in my discard pile, and then resummon that card again later. And it is a strategy you are going to want to use. Killing your summons is like a whole other thing that the Boneshaper can do. The reality is, I am trying to kill this imp this round if I can help it. I think the best way to do that is Twisted Decree. But again, I'm loath to like lose that card, so maybe not. Maybe I'll hold on to this card. There's really no great place for my summons either. I might just actually have them come up here when that room is cleared out. I think that will make some sense because I'm going to have a line of these suckers pretty soon. So if I do that, I don't want to use that just yet. That seems unnecessary. Grant one of your summons all. That could be interesting, or I just move. Yeah, you're kind of a dead card right now. That's fine. We'll just do 30. And I really want to kill him this turn, though. I could do 30 and 85. I could do 85 and 83. That should at least guarantee killing this dude, and then we'll... that sucks, though, too. No, not 85. What's the other one? Oh, did I drop that card? Oh, that's a top. So again, I just added this new card, so I'm just getting used to Putrid Cloud. It might make sense to get that out. Get some poison. These earth demons are going to be super nasty. The imps are just vicious because they have that brittle thing, so damage is really going to be rough. It might make sense to get Putrid Cloud out now. I mean, you start with 12 cards in your hand as the Boneshaper, which is pretty sick. So there's nothing wrong with being a little aggressive and getting out lost cards. And if I'm trying to set myself up for the rest of the game, this might be a good time for it. I just know I'm going to want to have Twisted Decree in my hand early next round. So I'm just trying to save that. But if I do this and Putrid Cloud, I think that makes some sense. Yeah, we'll do 28 as my initiative. We're going to do the imp's turn. The imp has 43. So pretty similar to the curse thing, except this time they are poisoning. So they will probably poison my dude. Oh, and +1 target if there's anything up, which there will be. So hopefully we get a little lucky with this. So my turn. My skeleton's going to move 1, 2. He's trying to get there. He cannot reach. And then I'm going to play Putrid Cloud. That's going to give me an XP. Now, this is cool. When an enemy attacks you or one of your summons, the enemy gains poison. If the enemy already has poison, it suffers 1 damage after the attack instead. And then I'm going to grant one of my summons a move +0, attack +0. So we're doing an attack 2 with my skeleton. Bam, null. Oops. Well, that didn't really work. So we go to the imp's turn. The imp is attacking. It's doing a move 2. Now it's trying to get to a second target because it can consume something. But the problem is it can't lose disadvantage. It's going to prioritize losing disadvantage against my skeleton before it is prioritizing getting a second target. So if it moved 1-2 there, it loses advantage, but it cannot attack there. So it's just going to be the laziest move it can. It's just going to move 1 to lose disadvantage. So it's not going to prioritize a second target. It will consume an element anyway. I think it just doesn't matter. And then it's attacking my skeleton with the attack of a 2 -1. So attack of a 1 against the skeleton. Boom, +0, so 1 damage to the skeleton. The more concerning part of that, though, is the skeleton is now brittle, so the next damage it takes will be indeed doubled. We're going to go to that's the end of that round. This comes down. There are no elements up. We're going to shuffle this up and, hopefully not pull my null again for a wee bit. So this goes there. And yeah, because I got the skeleton out. The good thing is by having a skeleton out is like the skeleton's the one taking the damage and getting the brittle, and not me. That would indeed be the burst. Oh, we have Warden's robes. I have to use that, so I actually have no damage on him. But again, brittle still transfers. So Warden's robes, when one of your summons suffers damage from an attack, that summons gains 2 shield for the attack. So it's a mandatory thing. And it is what it is. Now, I do want to try to go early and try to kill this imp. Maybe I was getting a little bit too cute saving Twisted Decree because, here I am. None of those are up. I could try to heal my summons so the brittle goes away because heal does take away the brittle. Grant one of your summons poisoned. Oh, Future Cloud was out, and there was unlimited range on that, so this imp does get poison, which will indeed help. So that is imp number 6. Next source of damage, negate the damage. I could keep him out that way. Range 5. Yeah, we'll do this. I'll do 16, just trying to go in front of the imp. Imp is 70. Yeah, attack +1. Let's kill this guy while we have a chance. So I'm gonna play 16. So we're definitely gonna have to use that to show some cards. So 16. I have to do 2 damage to myself, so I go down from 11 down to 9. And I'm gonna put one of my little tokens here. On the next source of damage to one of your summons, negate the damage. Let's keep the skeleton alive a little bit longer for sure. And then I'm going to play Decaying Will. It's going to be attack 1. Oh, wait, the skeleton would have gone first. I'm sorry. So skeleton goes first, so he's moving 1. The skeleton's attacking with attack of a 2, 3 because of the poison. +1, 4. So actually none of this. I'll keep that in mind. So 4. So this dude's dead. Forgot to do the skeleton first. I've played the Boneshaper a lot, really, lately, I promise. So that dude's dead. Now it's my turn. Yeah, I'll still put this out. So Flesh Shield. On the next source of damage to one of my summons, I can negate the damage. It'll be good to have that out. Let's keep this guy around a little bit. And then I'm going to move 1, 2, and just start moving. So I use the... Oh, that's 2 bottom line actions, Greg. Woof. Maybe I don't put this out then. Unaffected by retaliate. I don't know if retaliate's a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna want to start moving. So let me not put that out. So that goes back to 11. So again, it was attack of a 2 plus a 1 plus 1. So yeah, 4 killed that dude. I'm just gonna move 2, and again, I'm not that worried about the loot, and I'm not doing anything else. So it definitely, pulling the null last round was a little unfortunate because I could not count on killing that thing easily, and it just cost me another round, and that could indeed, make a big difference over the course of a game of Gloomhaven. So, Sajid, look at you playing my favorite game. Nelby, glad you embraced the null. On occasion, best plan should fail. If you have seen him roll dice, you know how much embracing he had to go through. Oh, I know. I most defo know. Sajid, triple ones and Aeon, four blacks and Maze Knight. All those don't roll the blue moments. The fond memories. So many memories. All right. Well, this stays there. This poison can go away, and now we're gonna go to the next round. So again, these are active cards. I will just have them move up there as soon as we get out of this room. I The imp is flying, so this imp is definitely going to be in range rather quickly. I think it's going to make sense to pop this door and maybe get another skelly out, and maybe try to set up for Twisted Decree next turn. I could do that with the power potion. Let me figure out where I could put this stuff. Move this here for now. Yeah, that should work a little bit better. I just knew I was going to run out of room real quick over here. Do I want my other skelly up? Sure I do. So, damned horde. I don't need any heal. This guy's still got a brittle on him, which isn't great. I could heal the brittle, though it's probably a little bit of a waste of time. Maybe. I mean, what else am I doing? Move +1. All right, we'll play 30 and 71. There are no more snow imps on the board, so we're going to put that over there. So with my I'm just using that for a move too, ain't I? 18 is an early card. I want to keep that. Yeah, I'm just going to use Fell Remedy for a base move too. Oh, do we take battle goals? I don't think we take battle. It doesn't matter because I have all the perks I want. Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter. In other cases, you should blah blah blah. I guess I would take a battle goal, but again, it really doesn't matter because I have all the check marks I could possibly get. So I'm going to move to a Fell Remedy. I'm going to open this door. When this opens, all of them open. Is what I think the gray thing means. I have one more movement. When we open the door, we have to read the next section. Again, this is like literally a first look at the scenario. So sorry for some of the back and forth here. Accompanied by your lovely horde of thralls, you descend to the center of the valley. Greater demons lumber around the snow, kicking aside headstones. To progress further, you will need to defeat them. But they are merely brutes, obstacles all the way of obstacles in the way of your crest. When we open all doors 1, when door 2 is open, read 2. So we don't have to kill all these dudes, but indeed it will make life a little bit easier. Now, since we open that door, we spawn 5 enemies. Let me make sure their placement is all correct. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 2 difficult terrain things there, and then we have an obstacle there. Since they are now on the map, they are going to spawn and have a turn this round. The snow imps are going to act at 37, so that's nothing special. They're going to move. Well, this one's going to move 3 and have an attack range 3. This one's going to move 2, have an attack range 3. I could try to get out of line of sight for that one. And then the Earth Demon is also going to have a turn. The Earth Demon is doing a nasty assault. They are moving +1. They will have 3 move. They are all regular. So 37, 42, that is going to be the order. I have one more move. And I'm going to move back to not get attacked by that dude. And then I'm going to put out the damned horde. It's going to be another skelly. And again, remember, this guy acted in turn. He acted before I acted. He doesn't move because there was no thing. There's nothing for him to target on. I could have moved him toward me, but there was really no point. Yeah, he will probably. He's gonna get smashed in the face by this guy, but that's totally fine. No one else can get to him, so that makes some sense. Great. So I put out a second skeleton, number 2, and we'll have him be back there, so they won't have range to him, which is important. All right, second skeleton is out. I take 2 damage for that one. This is the first time I actually inflicted damage myself that I'm going to keep. I also get an XP, so we're up to 4, and this thing gets discarded. So the snow imps are going to go. The elite's going to go first. The elite is moving 3. 1, 2, 3. It's trying to get to a place where it can attack from, so it's trying to get there to attack him. And then we have this regular is moving 1, 2. It has a range of 3. It does not have line of, or does it? Oh, it does have line of sight to me. We'll have it. That I don't like. Right, because that's an open door. 1, 2. Oh yeah, it would be able to hit me because you get the line from any corner to any corner. That's fine. I can take 1 hit. Oh, the hasty assault. Sorry, not nasty assault. He's going to be able to get to me too, which isn't great. Oh, I could do something about that. Yeah, it's fine. So the snow imp's going to attack me. He's attacking me with an attack of a 2. So attack of a 2 coming from the monster modifier deck. It is +1, so 3 damage to me. So I'm going to go down from 9 to 6. And then I have dancing slippers. Oh, I also get the brittle. After I suffer damage from an attack, I can move 2. Let me just back up 1. That's important. We now go to the Earth Demons. So we have Earth Demon 1, 2, and 4. Earth Demon 1 is going to go 1, 2, 3. It's attacking skeleton number 1, who has brittle, who will probably not be long for this world at this point. So the Earth Demon is attacking with an attack of a 4 minus 1. It's an attack of a 3 plus 0 that kills the skeleton. Brittle goes away. He's just going to end up in my discard pile. And then we have Earth Demon number 2 is going 1, 2, 3. It's trying to get there. Earth Demon number 4 is going 1, 2, 3. That is the end of that round. Most interesting. So I have a couple of my stronger guys I do need to get on the board. But I think we'll be okay. So I'm going to play 85 and oh, they're both super late. Oh, when he attacks one of my skeletons, he gets poisoned now. Because of Putrid Cloud. And we'll put that on number 1 over here. Do you want to curse their deck a bit? And I have a heal 1, so I can get rid of that. I just have to get my horde out. Because these Earth Demons are going to be no joke. Power Potion, Dancing Slippers, Crude Spear. I could go hella late. $85. I take 1 attack, skeleton takes 2, but the problem is I won't be able to get rid of my brittle. This is range 4. Do I have? I don't have line of sight to him. Yeah, I think I do 18. And then we'll see what they're doing. Hasty Assault has to be reshuffled. Again, there's no elements. So, all right. They're 71, so they have a range attack of a 4. And if they consume Earth, they get +1, +1 target, and the imps are 24. So 18, 24, 71. The imps are not attacking; they're just strengthening and cursing, or strengthening and muddling anything within range 2, which is fine. Again, these things are not on the board at this moment. So Skeleton's going to go first. Skeleton's going 1/1 because he's going to go to the closest Earth Demon. So even though this Earth Demon is number 2, that's number 1, he's only 1 away. So he'll actually have him go there, which will make some sense. So he's attacking Earth Demon number 2 with an attack of a 2 +0, 2 damage. I don't have many zeros in my deck, but somehow they keep coming to the top. So 2 damage there. And now we are going to do a thing. They're not moving. Oh, that's fine. So I can get a muddled. Yeah, that will work out. Okay. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I am going to get attacked by. I'm going to get attacked by number 1. It was here. If I go there, I cannot get to range for that one. I can't get in range for that one. So I'm going to go 1, 2, which is fine. And then I can grant one of my summons a move too. Oh, even better. Well, is he going to survive? Maybe we'll pull the muddle. Maybe we'll pull the nothing. 1, 2. So grant him a move 2. I have a move 2. I'm going to use my Amulet of Life, which not only gets rid of the brittle, but it also will heal 1. So I'm up to 7 health. And now I'm doing card number 85, which is Twisted Decree. I am doing an attack of 1, range 4, curse, and poison. I'm going to add the power potion to this because why not? So it's actually going to be an attack of a 2. I also have this explosive vial, which could be useful at some point. I'm also going to use the renewing potion to get the warden's robes and the amulet of life back, which will be helpful. I also have the crude spear. All right, so I have target or range 4, curse and muddle. Oh, it's not target 4; it's range 4. In my head, when I took that, I thought it was target 4. It's a range 4. That's still fine. Poison and curse. Do I want to move there? Yeah, I thought it was target 4. I don't know if I would have taken that card over the other one. The other one was like I could have summoned 2 skeletons for the price of 1, but it would have cost 6 health, which is a lot of health. That's not as good as I thought it was. I have another curse card which has 2 curses, which I pretty willy-nilly did away with earlier. I would like to get rid of the imps. I mean, the Earth Demons are bad, but the imps are like, woof. I don't know if I would have done Twisted Decree. I think I would have done, if I had read that card right, I think I would have done the 18 just so I go early, but I have to get more dudes out. I think I do Unforgivable Wolf. I might have to long rest. I'm gonna have to short rest to get some smaller cards back. Yeah, I would have done the horror, because just cursing 1 and poison doesn't make much sense, or does it? Or does it? If I get rid of the snow imps, I feel like I can deal with the earth demons a lot easier. Let me, oh man. Yeah, I have to get another dude out. No, that's fine. I'll keep it how I had it. Let's see what a curse card of their decks. So I'm gonna do, I'll attack the snow imp. I used a power potion, so I'm doing an attack of a 2 with poison and curse. And then if the snow imp attacks me and it's poisoned, if it attacks one of my summons, it's going to die. So I have none of my my dudes out. So this is what's worrisome to me. But we're gonna do it anyway. So attack of a 2 against the snow imp, +1, 3 damage. Snow imp has 1 health left. And then poison. And we also curse their deck, so get the monster curses, put it in their stub. And then we'll just have 3 earth demons and a snow imp. And then I'm gonna have to find a way to get some of my crew on the playing field. I'm probably gonna short rest, get some of my lower initiative cards back. Yeah, I was absolutely reading that card wrong. Whoops. They did just change the format of a lot of these things to make it like kind of I forget the word, where it's all symbology, so you don't have to, it's like reading independent a lot more. And sometimes some of the symbols are, you see the range 4 and it's like, oh, that's range 4, but it's easy to see why it looks a little bit similar to the target symbol. So it's a little confusing at times until you get used to the new iconography, at least for me. All right, that's done. The snow imps are going to go. This snow imp is going to strengthen number 2. And if 1 kills him with muddle, he should survive that. I think I'll be okay. So we're strengthening number 2 of the earth demons. And we are also strengthening the imp itself, because it does say all. And muddling any enemies in range 2. Tip the scales, muddle all. That's I assume it should say. I assume that card's a misprint. I'm assuming that should say muddle all enemies and strengthen all allies. I think that's the only way that makes sense, because if it says all, it usually means all, but it doesn't make sense to muddle and strengthen the same thing. So like I'm a little confused why it doesn't say all enemies or all allies. But I'm gonna play it as if it does say that, because I can't see how that would be correct otherwise. But so the imps are gonna strengthen themselves, and they will muddle all enemies. But again, no enemies are in range 2, so it's just not a thing that matters. So strengthen, and then this is number 1. So the imps are strengthened, and number 2 earth demon is strengthened. All right, earth demon is going. The earth demon is going to earth demon 1 is going to attack closest. This is Frosthaven rules, not Jaws of the Lion. So it's going to attack. So actually, Jaws of the Lion would still attack initiative, which would still be the bones, and it's not going to prioritize the closest that it doesn't have disadvantage against you. It will attack the closest, but because it's a range attack and it's next to me, it's going to attack with disadvantage. Remember, number 1 is not strengthened, so the disadvantage is not negated by being strengthened. So we're pulling off 2, Null. Excellent. No damage to the bones, but he still did attack the bones, so he gets poisoned. Oh, he's already poisoned. Future Cloud, he takes a damage. They only have 15 health. The next guy is strengthened, and again, that was not the curse card. It was just the normal null. The next guy is strengthened, but he's also, again, he's attacking with disadvantage, so he's going to attack with an attack of a, again, what's the attack here? Attack of a 4, so disadvantage and strength and cancel out, so we're just pulling one card. +1, 5 damage. I have to use Warden's Robe, and that sucks because 3 damage still gets through, so it does kill my skeleton. He comes back here. And since the skeleton, but he still attacked the skeleton, even though the skeleton died, this doesn't like retaliate. Even though the skeleton died, he does poison to number 2. Alright, so I have to get some friends out in a quickness, in a with a quickness. I'm definitely in trouble. And I look, and the poison's not going to matter if I don't have any summons to start getting smashed on. So I'm going to short rest. So these 2 cards were never played. I still have a health potion there. We have some dancing slippers, which indeed could be helpful. Explosive vial, I could do 2 damage to something within range 2. This guy doesn't move. Yeah, I just never got my horde out. These solo scenarios are going to be a different approach for sure than what I'm used to playing with a full group. So I'm going to drop a card. Do I drop my level 6 card? Woof. No. No. I guess it's not what I thought it was, and that sucks. Hold on one sec. Yeah, realistically, I'm going to be doing so much summoning. I'm not going to have time for a top line action anymore. I don't think I need the curse either, so I will drop my level 6 card. These are going away. I'll find a use for it. Yeah, I'm disappointed. That's not what I thought it was. All right, this goes here. We get all these cards in my hand. I have to go early. And I have to get a dude out. I need a bottom line, grant a summon attack. Ooh, I could do that. None of these guys are close to dying. No retaliate. Could just try to get back further back into there. Give me a chance to do some things. So if I go, we get unforgivable methods out. He might just end up getting smushed though. All right, unearthed horror. Ooh, that's interesting. That's super late though. Woof. I definitely can't take 2 attacks, although I might have to. I used my special attack at the very beginning of this game, so that was the thing I'm regretting. They have moved 2, which isn't a lot. Alright, I'm going to do 18. The imps are 43. They're adding curse cards, and 42. And they are moving +1, attacking -1. That gives them a 3 move. Alright, I think I can get this down to just 1 attack. And the imp, I can probably just get him to kill himself with an attack as well. Yeah. So Boneshaper's first. Earth Demon, then the Snow Imp. I'm going to summon the Unearthed Horror. That doesn't do any damage to me. It infuses that. That's fine. And it infuses Earth. That's 2 XP. That gets me up to 6. We're going to put this guy out. And I'll put him here. And he'll be up there. So Putrid Cloud is now back in full effect. I'm going to move. They have move 3. I can block them off. Man, they're both going to get to him. Or one's going to get to me, which is fine. I can take another attack. But I'm going to go 1, 2. 1, 2. I'll loot 1, 2. End of turn looting. So I'll deal with that later. And that's all she wrote. Alright, the Earth Demons are going to go. This is a reshuffle. Again, it's a hasty assault. Number 1's going to attack my summons, because summons always has initiative just before you. So it goes there. It attacks with an attack of a 3. Now this guy has 6 health, so he's a little bit beefier. And we'll see what's up. I do not have this back yet, which is unfortunate. So, attack of a 3 against my dude. The elites have immobilized, but that's fine. So attack of a 3 plus 0, so 3 damage on the Unearthed Horror. The number 2 is going to go. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, since he attacked by Unearthed Horror and he was already poisoned, he takes a damage. That's number 1. So number 1 is up to 2 damage. Woof. The imp is not gonna die yet. Okay. That's fine. And then this guy's attacking me. Attack of a 3. -1, 2 damage to me. I'm down to 5. This is also gonna have to be reshuffled. 4 is gonna move. 1, 2, 3. We now have the imps. The elite's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Attack of a 3 against my Earth Demon. That's not great. ×2. Yikes. So he's dead. Yeah, this is going poorly. I had a bad approach in that first room. It does poison him though. So imp number 1 is poisoned. So I basically just got him out. Oh, he's strengthened too. So make sure we do that. Strengthen goes away. He is poisoned. And this Snow Imp is going to go 1, 2. Can't get in the range to attack. His strengthen goes away. Huzzah. So Unearthed Horror is out. That's a lost card. Sheesh. Yeah, all my cards I grant. Oh, I can do that. But I'm not making any headway on killing these dudes. I'm getting overrun. Yeah, grant the summons an attack, except I have no summons on the board. Yeah, I probably should have just summoned the dude when I had the chance last turn. I really was trying to set up for a bunch of curses, and that just was like a very poor strategy. That would make me suffer a lot of damage. Yeah, it's a problem right now. Everything I do is going to make me suffer damage. This comes down. I can heal myself 4. Brittle. The Earth Demons. These need to be reshuffled. Probably have to run this back. This is going very, very bad. Very bad. It's so interesting. I've always wanted to play Gloomhaven like solo. Like it was the fact that you had to control 2 characters. Like I got used to it. Like I played through Jaws like 3 times. But yeah, it's just a totally different approach. Anyway, just here to say hi. We'll ball up for the rest of the day. Chance of some maze night this evening, actually. Good job, Sajid. Have a good weekend, sir. Cheers and keep him honest, chat. Enjoy. Leroy Jenkins at door. Like math, punctuation is hard. Richard Chu, I'm really enjoying the imagery of Boneshaper doing an Irish jig in those dancing slippers. Hello, how's it going? I heard they made a lot of changes. It just seems like Gloomhaven in blue. I'm kind of glad I didn't buy it. I like it a lot, Buddy. I think it's a much, much more mature version of the system. I think it's really good. I think I'm getting my ass handed to me right now because I just had a really bad approach. I mean, I should have just waited a couple of rounds and just got a couple more dudes out. Just seeing how these guys interact. If I could have had 3 or 4 summons out before I opened that door, that was definitely the play. And that's just a bad approach thing. I thought I'd have more time, but the fact that one Earth, I mean, again, I had 2 skeletons. Earth Demon killed 1 right away. The second one was kind of toast. I didn't summon anything the very next round. And until I can get the top line actions where I'm having my summons, I'm granting them additional attacks, I'm just kind of, wasting time right now. I can't long rest to get my items back. I can do 2 damage to something within range 2, which doesn't help all that much. At some point, the imps are going to heal, which is gross. I mean, I think I have to pick up the big dogs and hope I get lucky with the cards right now. But, oh, so late. I mean, if I had dropped a card for 1 attack, it's 2 damage. Woof. 2 damage. Curse. Alright, I'm going to go 71 and just hope I get lucky with what they pull. Imps. Woof. Calculated strike and hasty assault again. I am before the imps, however. So the Earth Demon is going first. Then Boneshaper, then the Snow Imps. So Earth Demon 1 is attacking with an attack of a 3. -2, so 1 damage. That's a lucky pull. So down to 4. Earth Demon number 2 is attacking with an attack of a 3. +1, 4 damage. I have to drop a card. Drop the King Will. Earth Demon number 4 is going to go 1, 2, 3. It does get in here. It's attacking with attack of a 3. +0, 3 damage. I have to, yeah, this is going very poorly. I'm going to drop a card. That's done. I'm going to curse twice and summon him. I'm down to 2 health. And I summoned Unforgivable Methods. He'll go here. And I add 2 curses to their deck. But I have 2 health left, and I can't summon anybody else. Yeah, this has gone very poorly. Miscalculations of errors were made, kids. Errors were made. I'm gonna need that move 4, you know. Is that my biggest move? Yeah, I'll drop this one. All right. I'm done. The wolf. Um, they're at least moving. He's attacking my dude up there because well, no, he doesn't even have to. He was just going to attack me. Wolf. Yeah, he's attacking me because it's just it's he doesn't have to he doesn't have to move to be a range to attack me. So yeah, he's attacking with an attack of a 4. I'm gonna have to drop another card. Yeah, this is game over. -1, 3 damage. Drop a card, and I'm brittle. And then this guy is gonna move 1 and attack my horror. So that's gonna be 2 + 1, so 3 damage on him, plus a brittle, which is gonna be devastating. And since the imp 1 was poisoned, it does take a damage, and since imp 7 was poisoned, he's dead because of putrid cloud. This comes out here. Done. Done. And that's the end of the round, but I have 2 cards left. I mean, at this point, what time is it? 12:36. Yeah, there's no way I'm running this back today, kids, unfortunately. I think it's kind of cool, and like I don't know, I'm worried about spoilers anyway, but I mean ultimately the strategy for me was I got 2 bottled up. I mean I can play out the string, but I'm going to be exhausted pretty quick. You know, there's only 1 imp left, so that's a step in the right direction, and then you know we only have 41 health worth of earth demons here to kill. And I'm about to lose my unforgivable methods as well. But I mean, I'll play 30. Earth demon is 87. Imp is 43. So 30, 87, 43. The 30s first. I can heal my ally, so that's cool. I will consume. Was that up? That was not up. That should have been down. I will heal him 2, and the brittle goes away, so he's got 1 health, only 1 damage remaining. And then I can grant him an attack 5, sure. Lost card, XP, granting him an attack 5. He's going to attack Earth Demon number 2 with an attack 5. I get to till the attack summons to make it an attack 9. That's crazy. No, I can't. So it's an attack 6. 6 damage to number 2. That gets us up to 8. And done. The snow imp is going to just attack me again and poison me. My brittle is still there, so that's a problem. And I'm going to have to drop a card, which means drop 2. So snow imp is attacking me with an attack of a 2. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, 2 plus 2, of course. So all those things are really adding up. So that's thing. I have to drop 2 cards. I won't even have 2 cards, so I'm going to be dead and exhausted at the end of this round. I have 1 card remaining in my discard pile, but the brittle goes away. I am now poisoned. And now Earth Demon number 1 is going to attack me. Bam, -1. I am super dead. I am exhausted now. Yikes. So I played that really bad, but it was fun. I wish I'd run it back, but I really don't have the time to, unfortunately. So solo is definitely a different mindset to team play. Angel Williams, I made a live session. Cool. What's up, Angel? So yeah, well, you made it just in time to see me get absolutely throttled. Yeah, I think I really like how I played that first room. I think the next thing I should have just taken 2 turns and just had a horde ready. And if I had, you know, the unearthed horror, and I have the putrid cloud out, and I have unforgivable methods, and I have bull skeletons, now I have this army that has to enter this room. And I think that look, these solo scenarios really are testing your understanding of the character, and clearly I failed miserably. because I wasn't, the whole, hey, there are pin cushions, that made sense, but I just wasn't able to get my my engine really going. There's a cool like perk that I should have taken earlier where it's like I can just basically play a level 1 card and get out of summons before the game even starts. And that's pretty cool. Maybe I was premature in using the malicious conversion, although I like the idea of it. In practice, what it did was, um, look, I have heal cards and stuff. I could have probably just healed up. And in practice, what it did was it prevented me from getting like a sneak attack later with an attack 4, and now another summons is out, right? And that could be a really nice situation. So that was probably maybe a little premature use of that. But I mean, look, that's why I don't know. That's why we play the games, right? We learn from our mistakes and retool and come back the next time. And again, for spoiler reasons, I don't mind getting a thrashing pretty early. Um, you know, for me when I lose in Gloomhaven, some of my friends, they'll do what they want. Like I don't take the XP. I don't take the coins. I just prefer to like clean slate it, just kind of treat it like a full mulligan. Um, and that's just again just a preference for me. But yeah, man, this is cool. I like this listeners a lot. I think they're a nice addition. Just I again, this is the first one I'm like playing through myself, but like my friends and I have talked about them, and uh, we've done a couple of them now, and the items they give you I think are really cool. They really help trying to get these masteries, which help you get more perks, and I think it's a nice wrinkle to the game. You are not supposed to try this whole scenario till you're at least level 5. Remember that I'm level 6. I am playing this as a level 4 difficulty instead of level 3. That might be ambitious too, so maybe I can downgrade that and retool and come back and fight another day. But I'd be surprised if I don't find a way to kind of get this puzzle done. Like my second or third try for sure. So uh, no, Nelby says welcome and goodbye. John Eldon says, "Oh my God, this is Gloomhaven." Wait, no, it's blue. Just kidding. But after literally hundreds of hours of the original, I think it's a long while before I jump into this. Yeah, my group, it just is. My group loves it, man. It's just a. I think we have a lot of fun with it, and I think there's things I like about Gloomhaven. There's things I don't. There are a lot of reasons why I think this is just unvariably a better game, or unquestionably a better game, and but if you're worn out on the original, like, is it so different that you're gonna be like, oh, I really want to get the new one now? Probably not. The second edition of Gloomhaven cracks me up. Like, I'm just like, wow, dude. Like, the number of people who just like bought the original who are now like, oh, great, now like that kind of second editions are always like tricky with stuff like that. But 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 2. Yeah, I had a lot of cool cards in here. Just never really come out. A lot of curse cards in there. Lots of poisons. I could take the curse cards out of their deck because they ended up not being as useful as I wanted. And I might actually go out and sub out that level 6 card, um, because I think the fact that it's only cursing 1 makes it a lot less viable. I think you're better off just taking the 6 damage and putting out two two things. That's bad. Like, it's a bad misread on my part. That is a bad misread on my part. You do not do what I want you to do. So, all right, we're gonna get the rotting multitude. Summon 2 shambling skeletons. That's way more important than that. Twisted Decree. I'm sorry, you're out. So see, you tune in for a live stream. You see Greg learning that he can't read in real time. It's it's pretty exciting stuff. And then I would probably drop that. Move 4 is nice. Probably drop that, and I would add back transfer essence. Grant 3 of your summons attack with curse. Oh, wolf, so good, so good. Approach Oblivion. Yeah, I would keep that. I really like the Rat that I turned to. It's one of the X cards. I really like that card a lot. There's like 3 other summons I don't have. You know, for my level 1 cards, I've just kind of subbed them out as we've gone. Yeah, but yeah, there's a level X card. Basically, you just negate 3 sources. You get like one of your strong summons out, and then just negate 3 sources of damage to it in a row. It's like really sick. It's really sick. I don't know if that takes care of Brittle though. So there are definitely some questions that I'm struggling with. Great, 3 summons. So we had summons that were just surrounded. But that's a lost card. Oh, that'd be so niche. Get one of your summons, loot 1. 10, 11, 12. Cool. That is that. So this has been real. I'll be back on Monday. I think we're gonna do. I'm hoping to get Ashes Reborn on the channel on Monday. Wednesday we'll have. No, I can't stream on Tuesday. Wednesday we're gonna have Aeon Trespass Odyssey. Thursday we're gonna have Spirit Island, and that's gonna be it for most of the rest of June. Unfortunately, we'll have a couple live streams near the end of the month, and then we'll hit the ground running in July. And that's that. So I hope everybody has an amazing weekend. Question, comments, epiphanies, put them in the comment section below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Until next time, thank you for joining me. Sorry for such a wah of a playthrough. But it's good for me. It's good to humble me and keep me grounded, right? But that's about it. This was fun. Until next time, happy gaming.
Solo.